Come on, Milo. Start that again. It's cold, but there's no actual frost, but it's bitter on your hands. With the heating on since 5 o'clock this morning. Keep the house nice and warm. Be nice and toasty when we walk back in. He's alright with his big thick sheep coat. Come on. He loves getting one over on the two girls, getting an extra walk in the morning. But they get an extra walk at 11 o'clock, where he's not included, but he doesn't seem to mind that. Doesn't bother him. He always seems to sniff that clump of grass. I'm paranoid that there's anything unpleasant in amongst it. But I think it's just where other dogs walk through the same patch. So I'm not too upset. I was going to be out for a good long walk, but my hands are Baltic. I should have put gloves on. So I could see some droppings there that we don't need to see. Or we don't need him to see either. The ideal place is to walk him in the path along the side of a road where there's not much to sniff. There's probably a lot of others in there. Just have to sort him out with my little bag and we're off again. You didn't need to see him go into the loo. Bad enough seeing where others have been and gone. What's he looking at? If I walk, he walks. If I stop, he stops. When I stop to use the camera, he takes it as an invitation to sniff. And get out in front of him. At least you get to see his face instead of his rear end. Come on! Too far away. I can't see what you're sniffing. It's no good. He swung a left instead of a right, so it looks like we'll be going across the water. I'm carrying him over there. I can't be doing with the pong with smelly dog fur. Just checking his post, see if there's any messages. Nothing too interesting to read. That's a nice bright coloured duck. I don't know whether you could see him going off into the distance. I don't know what ducks exist off in that smelly, stagnant pond. And when it's summer it practically dries out, so they must return to the stream or the river. Having a good sniff. Where another dog just been. He's talking to a nice lady. She bent down to give him a little rub and he was a bit, oh, do I really want this? He's quite nervous of other humans. or weary, not really nervous. Suspicious is a better word. Come on Milo, it's too cold to be standing around. No, get away. We're across the water, I carried him over, which is why he's not dripping. And just as soon as I got the camera out, he went over to some poop, which had been trodden on by somebody. Now he's trying to pebble dashes with mud. Come on, let's go. Good boy. Oh Lord, saw another one. He probably did too. Probably not, because I didn't realise it wasn't zoomed in. It's nice and quiet. Hardly any wind, just the whistling. Oh no, no, no. Let's see some more on top of that we don't want. The whistling and chirping of the birds. No horses in the adjacent field. The only thing to distract him is doggy droppings and rabbit droppings. Doggy corner. I always say that's where they always want to stop and sniff, and then the next few times you go by they ignore it. It was never ignored by Wally, Shadow or Carla. They used to sniff at it and sniff at it and sniff at it again. Wally used to have the first tibble because he'd have a splash, and Shadow would go, and then Carly used to shuffle around, and she'd always want to be the last one that did the tibble, so hers was the one on top of the other two. Hilarious. They like to mark their territory, even if it's not their territory. Oh, no, no, no. Come on. Not just Sandy and Skye that like to get into the trenches. I'm not going any further. And there's Milo. He turned around before it got too tight. It's quite lively this morning. You can't really scratch much of that up. What are you doing? No eating grass, no, no. He'll want to get home for his cross on. Although he doesn't seem to be in any hurry. I had their breakfast at 6 AM because I had to nip out in the car, so they ate early. He'd already had his sausage. Kept them off my back until I got their breakfast ready. Come on, stop eating stuff down there where we can't see. No. No. Just know that it's rabbit droppings. No. No. Just munching away on them. I'll keep them tight. I've inspected the route ahead. There's nothing unpleasant, although I was only looking on the flat surface. You looking at me like that for? The problem is clear blue sunny skies for a couple of days. I didn't get it yesterday and it looks like it's staying cloudy today. I thought it might just be coming a day late. I don't think it's coming at all. Usually joggers are out and about on a Saturday morning. They must be being put off by the mud. Although we've had a few dry days. I know where I'd sooner run, around here than along the road. Come Milo, good boy, come on. Come on, Milo, 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 no, no. One little turd, and you can spot it like an apple. No, I don't trust you. Come on. Come on, Milo. Good boy. What are you doing? Come on. I can't see where that nose is going. You're not going. Come on. Come, Milo. He's definitely following his nose. And no one knows where Milo's nose goes. Come on. You leave a big scratch mark so everyone knows you've been and paid a visit. Come on. I think he's getting washed this afternoon at Mr. Bubbles. I'm not sure, we've got a list of what order they go round in. I know one of them's going, but can't remember which one. I know Skye's going for her inoculations, either Monday or Tuesday at the vets this week. Do you want to go back, do you? No? Come on then. Okay, he's not going in the water, so it's up to him where he goes. Either home or carries on. I know what he wants to do, and what he's going to do are not necessarily the same. No, you're not going down there. No. He's definitely a chancer. If I'd had my back turned, he'd have been down. Unfortunately for him, I was watching. This is like taking a slow boat to China. Get out of it. He's just sniffing, that's alright. I'm fairly close to him, so I can actually see what he's doing. There's loads of rabbit droppings there, we're not getting close to them. Come on. You know the price of our stamps? They've just gone up to about 160 for a letter. And yet all these parcels come over from China free of any postage. Why? Because they come in containers. I mean, the last time I bought a container of stone in from China was a while ago, I admit, but the container cost about €450 to bring over. Well, you could get 1 million tiny small packages in a great big container. And if you had 1 million small packages, I mean small, you would be looking at 0.8 of a tenth of 1 cent to cover the postage. No wonder our post office is making no money, because they're delivering all the post for the Chinese for next to nothing. Well, they're delivering it for nothing. It's part of an agreement in international postage. But as they send millions and we send naff all, we're picking up the bill. Our postal service is picking up the bill. Consequently, we're picking up the bill. And as is every other country on the planet. So it's high time the Chinese were charged at least €1 for every single package that comes in. If they charge us €1 for every single package that goes to them, so what? If we try to send something to China for 0.0008 of 1 cent, it wouldn't get very far. Even if you just took about 100 items to a distribution point, it wouldn't get there, would it? So why are we doing the same for China? Our post is getting ripped off, and we're getting ripped off for sending a Christmas card. That's about the only thing we can afford to post anymore. What do you think? It's the same in every other country. It's time something was done about it. That's my rant over for the day anyway. So saying, if it was done over the whole of Europe, and the Chinese reciprocated, charging us €1 for every package, we wouldn't even notice, because we're paying 20-30 quid to send the tiniest things out there anyway. We're getting towards the river. Soon be time to pick him up. I'll try to scuffle towards the water to get away from my arms. We're out with the girls. Just caught Skye having a tiddle and a scratch. They must have very strong nails, I keep saying it, but when you play with the nails, just rub them gently, they pull the paws away, yet they can tear the ground apart with them when it suits. There's a bit of blue coming into the sky. The blue sky is actually turning up. A day late, or a day and a half late, but arriving all the same. Let's hope it warms up too. We're having a Sunday roast on a Saturday. We don't have an Indian tomorrow, and I don't want to miss out on my roast. Come on, this way. Keep with the flow. Skye, come on, good girl. Oh dear, somebody coming across the field. I have to put the camera away so I can use both hands. Oh, same old story. Yanking the leads. Tiddles everywhere. I've wrapped up the same as I did with Milo, and it's a good deal warmer. I wish I hadn't. Oh dear. Come on, this way, you're not going in there. We get all knotted up. You try it every time. Gone to see where Milo was. Are we going to contribute to the marking procedure? No. We're still trying a different avenue to get down to the where the horses are, but they're not going there. Ooh, she picks the most awkward spaces to go. You can't stay there. Well done, you moved. We can only go so far. 8 metres, that's the limit. I'm sure she'll want to get over on the right as well as over on the left. Maybe not, or maybe yes. Yep. No. You might know the only time Skye is out in front is when there's another fellow with 2 other dogs. And the annoying thing is when you get closer, she sits down and waits. She wants to get close, and then when they do get close, she doesn't want to. Makes the walk a bit quicker though, doesn't it, Sandy? Out again. This seems to be the safest time to get the camera out at the moment. Every time we get it out, somebody appears, or dogs have appeared. Oh, there's a horrible smell. I think it's the grass. rotting. Come on! As you can see, birds moving in the brambles. Come on! Come on! Not interested in birds. Come on! Can't get at them. And I'm not crawling in after you. Milo didn't even budge. Oh, trying to go for a magpie. Milo didn't even budge when we got up to go out. He just sat up on top of the couch, on its back, like a cat. You're not going to win any games with birds. As soon as they see it, they're off. You're not even very discreet, you start barking before you set off. Kind of gives the game away. You should watch cats, they just creep up, creep up, creep up in silence. And they'll leap in the general direction they think the bird might take off at and try and give it a whack. Milo was eyeing up a pigeon earlier today. But he's a plodder. He's never going to catch anything. Anything he catches is Sandy by the ears. What Sandy's sniffing at, but she's going to get a little tug and bring her in our direction. Come on, Skye, come on, good girl. Come on, let's make tracks. Right, we're back with Milo. There's like Dog City across the way with the other two. So as soon as I got the camera out, it's time to put the camera away. Can't be helped. Just makes it look like Milo's the only one that gets a walk. Even though the girls actually get longer walks. Plus Milo does more sniffing. Oh, we've got another visitor. Milo decided he was going to have a fight then with that big dog. And the big dog was bigger. He wasn't backing down though, I had to pull him away. There's a silly sausage. It's usually quite agreeable with other dogs. I don't know whether it's because the other dog made a quicker movement towards him, put him on the defensive or what. We've never had any trouble with that dog. Milo's decided to throw soil all over the path. Good lord. He's angry. Taking it out on the mud.
Come Milo. Come on. One of his favourite spots. Come on. Milo, come on. Good boy.